Hey guys, Abs here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use social media sites for diversifying your anchor text. Now, social media sites are good for many reasons. They can be used for getting direct and targeted traffic, they can be used for building a following and a fan base, and they can even be used for social signals and social media links, which of course we know are very good for SEO. But when it comes down to your anchor text, guys, then it's very important that we have our anchor text balanced and that we don't use our money keyword too often. But when I see the average user using social media sites, then they use it in a very different way to what I'm about to show you now. And just remember that if you're using your anchor text and your main money keyword anchor text too much, then you could find yourself and you could find your websites being picked up by the Google algorithm and actually being faced with an over optimization and an anchor text penalty. So the idea about using your main money keyword, guys, is to not use them on social media sites, but instead use them on high PR, on high PR networks, on private networks, on links that have high authority. And the idea of using social media sites here, guys, is because social media sites are trusted by Google, so it's a great place to actually source links from, but not your money links, not your money keyword, sorry. It's a good idea to use for diversifying your anchor text. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this in this video. Okay, so I'm going to be using a website called Soshes. Soshes allows you to automate this. What Soshes does, it works with a number of social media Web 2.0 sites. As you can see here, it works with things like Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Yahoo groups. It works with Blogger, blog.com, Google sites, and so many more as well. And it works based on crowd marketing. So the numbers you see here, like 1,107, means that it's got 1,107 unique Blogger accounts because each user that's on the system has added one of these Blogger accounts. And when your content is put on the system, it's going to be opened up to all of these accounts. So even though it works with 32 social or 33 unique social accounts, it's actually got multiple unique accounts on here from within them accounts, which is brilliant, and that's exactly what crowd marketing is about. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to diversify your actual anchor text using social media and using Soshes. So I'm going to go over to create a post, and on create a post, guys, you have an area to enter your URL, your title, your body, and your tags. And when it comes down to social media sites, obviously because of the varied amount of social sites, the majority of the times what happens is the title that you enter here is what's going to be used as your anchor text. Now obviously Soshes works with things like status updates like friend feed and Twitter as well. On sites like them, you're not able to get anchor text links, so in which case you'll get a raw URL clickable link back to your site, which again helps with the diversity as well. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this. We don't really want titles in here like text, like click here, even though you can use that to diversify your anchor text as using general anchor text. And the reason behind that, guys, is because social media sites actually do send you good and targeted traffic. So the idea about this is to use a good descriptive title and benefit from both. So basically you're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting direct targeted traffic because you're using good quality content, and at the same time you're getting some brilliant diversified anchor text. I'm going to be showing you how to do this as well. So let's say, for example, my website was personal injury solicitors.com. Okay, so let's say, for example, this was my website. And now what I'm going to be doing, I want to be adding some good titles. So I've actually constructed titles already, and I'm going to be showing you them now, guys. I've already done some preparation on here. So, okay, so I've got titles on here, things like 5 things to do after an accident, need advice after a road collision, that should be a question mark there, here's what not to do when you're injured, and 3 things to keep in mind when looking for a solicitor. So basically what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm trying to construct titles that would be pleasant to come across on social media sites, and they would pose a good click-through rate. So if somebody read this title, they'll be thinking, yeah, well, you know what, I've actually been in an accident, and 5 things to do after you've been in an accident. Well, you know what, I'm going to click it. So anyway, what we're doing now is we want to spin each one of these titles. So come up with some good 8, 9 good relevant titles that you can add inside of here, and then you want to spin them. Now you can use your own spinner. Alternatively, Soshes does work with the best spinner, and it also works with spin rewriter as well. You enter each title inside of here and you click on spin title, and the software is going to go and it's going to get you the spin syntax back. You copy this now and you enter this in the text file on one line. So as you can see, I've already done this and performed this for all 4 of these titles out of here. Obviously you'd want more titles, guys, because you can keep your posts in the system to get lots and lots of links and really bring up the diversity. So anyway, what you do now, guys, is once you put your spin syntax on one per line, you now need to make it into what we call nested spin syntax. And the way we do this now is on the very first one, on the opening, we open up a new bracket, a curly bracket. If you've already got a curly bracket there, don't worry, guys, open up a curly bracket, and on the very last one you close it off with another curly bracket. Again, if you've already got 2 curly brackets there, don't worry, because these are all intact. What we need to do now is on each one of these lines we need to add a pipeline. Now to add a pipeline, you use the shift key and the key next to the Z key. Okay, you can also do a backslash with that key as well, but if you use the shift key, it's going to open up a pipeline or create a pipeline. So now that we've got all these in a pipeline, what we need to do now is have them all on the one line. So now it's time to delete them and enter them on the one line. So I'm going to delete the backspace there, go up 1, delete, go up 1, and delete. Now we've got everything on the one line. What we need to do now is copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this there. I'm going to go over to here, guys, and I'm going to enter it inside of here. And now I'm going to click on check spun. And as you can see, it says the spin text is valid, which is fantastic. Brilliant stuff. The spin text is valid. And now we've got lots and lots of diversity for our anchor text. So let's just take a look, because obviously we've been using the best spinner as well, or spin rewrite, what we had in here. So we've got some real cool ones. So 5 things and points do after an accident, a mishap. You got advice, recommend, encourage, suggest. You got collision, crash, accident. You got road, a roadway. So you're getting some brilliant diversity there as well. And then what we want to do is use our body field to make it nice and keyword rich. So obviously use some good quality content and then go ahead and spin it in here as well. So you're always getting some brilliant diverse anchor text, and obviously your body is going to be nice and readable as well. When it comes down to tags, guys, obviously tags are very good on social media sites, because tags allow social media sites themselves to show relevant content to other users that are browsing their sites. Tags allow social media sites to group content together, so when people are performing searches, they can show your content as well if you've tagged them correctly. So it's very good to have good tags. And if you missed our last video on how to find some real cool tags, then I'll quickly go over it and show you now. What I've basically done, I've gone over to Google, I've typed in a keyword, personal injury solicitors, which is what I'm targeting. I've looked at the first URL, and I've actually taken that, so the first organic URL, or the first few organic URLs, you take the URL and you go over to the Google Keyword Planner tool. Okay, here's the URL here, guys. I'll just show you how I've done this quickly. So I'm on Google AdWords, and I'm going on to the Google Keyword Planner tool, and this is a quick way to do a little bit of competition analysis to find out what kind of keywords Google feels your competition is related to. And then in here, enter the URL, and then what you do is click on Get Ideas, very simple, and then you click on Keyword Ideas once it's been loaded. And once it's been loaded, what you'll notice is you've got some brilliant relative and related keywords here as well. You've got personal injury lawyers, personal injury lawyers, personal injury law, injury lawyers. These are your keywords and your tags that you'd be wanting to enter inside a Soshes. And the way you do this is you download the ideas. Okay, I've already actually downloaded them and they're here. And then you open up the keyword field and you just copy the keyword fields from there, and down here enter your keywords, and just make sure you're separating them by a comma. Okay, just separate them by a comma, sorry, and delete the extra spaces because we want them all on one line. And the good thing about this is you can have hundreds and hundreds of keywords and then tell Soshes to randomize all them keywords, or basically tell Soshes that you want a minimum amount of keywords and a maximum amount of keywords. So on every post that it makes, it will automatically be randomizing everything for you. So look, we'll enter the tags in here now, and then in here we'll say the minimum maximum tags to use. I'll say, okay, use a minimum of 4 tags and a maximum of 5 tags. Now if I've got 100 tags in here, what Soshes would do, it'd randomize and randomly choose 5 tags or 4 tags, and each post it makes, on one post it might add 4 tags, or another post it might add 5 tags, and so forth. And obviously, because we work with Twitter as well, you can add hashtags. These are brilliant hashtags to use as well, but we just need to be sure that there's no spaces for the hashtags. So we'll be wanting to remove all of the spaces in these hashtags, like personal injury solicitors or lawyers will have them all as one word. And then inside the number of hashtags to use, I'll only use 1. It's not good spamming the hashtags. And then obviously, because we work with StumbleUpon, you can choose a category here as well. So we'd be doing something like law. If we've got law in here we go, and then we'll save it over, guys, and that's your post created for you right there and then. Oops, there's one more thing that I totally forgot, guys, and that is if we go over to edit post one more time, as you can see, this is our URL. We can also spin our URL as well. All we need to do is make sure our URLs from our HT access file or from our server end are all pointing over to the one location. So you've got your www pointing over to your non-www or whatever. You've got your 301 redirects in there to keep the juice. Okay, so what we want to do here now is to spin our actual URL. So we're getting links to different URLs as well. Well, basically to different methods of the same URL. So as you can see, one of them is without the www. So on this one, we'll create it with the www, and on the next one we can create it with a http. We don't want too many p's in there or t's in there, so you just need to be careful. And then without the www, and on this one we can do http:// www. and have that in there as well. And then just be sure to make sure it's spun, it's valid, and then you can add it in there, guys. And now you have, if I open this up one more time, now you have a spun version of your URL, which is brilliant. Gives and makes it show that, you know what, it could be different people linking back to you because they're using different variations of your same URL. And now you have brilliant anchor text diversity in there as well. You've got some brilliant tags in there, and everything's going to be rotating and changing and really bringing up the diversity for you. So when it comes down to having your main money keywords, I'm going to actually remove this post, guys, because this was only an example post. But when it comes down to actually building backlinks for your main money keywords, then this is when you want to focus on high authority sites that are going to be able to give the kind of power that you need for your main keywords. And obviously using Soshes and using the sites that Soshes comes with is brilliant to diversify your anchor text, brilliant for, you know, getting direct targeted traffic as well, because they're using social media sites. But the social media sites might not be as powerful as you'd like them to be to bring you up there for your main and harder keywords, for which case you should be using your high authority PR backlinks. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video.